Hi, welcome to 3D Animation Exam. I am Autodesk Maya online teacher. Today we shall try mountain terrain and river water waves using texture deformer. Okay, let's start. Go to create, polygon primitives, plane, increase the width and height, and subdivide to 60 or 70 even. So the grid should be switched off. Now rename this as terrain. I'm going to apply the texture. Go to shader, Arnold, surface shader, and now we can make the specular weight 0, and in the color channel I'm going to give the texture. This is the texture I'm going to give. You can see that. This is the texture. It's the terrain photograph from the top. Let's give it. We're not seeing anything. Go to texture mode. This portion I don't want, so I'll go to UV editor and modify it. Right. Now we have the texture applied on it, but if you see in the front view, it is not having the height, that is, it's not having the depth. What we want is wherever the bump is there in the texture, there mesh should have the bump. Wherever there is dip in the texture, mesh should have the dip. So to create that, we are going to use texture deformer. Select the object, go to deform, texture, settings, edit, reset settings, create. Now you are seeing the texture deformer node is being created in the outliner. Here the icon is appearing in the perspective. You can just rename it as TDH, that is texture deformer terrain. Right? Now go to attribute, texture deformer, and in the texture go to the checked box and file, image name, give the same texture here. You can see the bump is being created. I'll show you how it is formed. See, this is the strength. I'll decrease the strength. Right now it is 1. See what is happening. This is how it was. There is no depth. Once you increase it, you are seeing the bump. And wherever there is white color, there it is giving the bump. So this is the work of texture deformer. This is the purpose of texture deformer. If you want a very good result, you should give 7K, 8K texture. What I have given is 1001K, nearly 1K it is. So that's why it is not showing good result. So this is the advantage of texture deformer. You don't have to use mesh tool sculpt to do that. It is giving you the something. Maybe you can give strength like 0.5 or something, then you can work using the sculpt tool in the brush tools. I'll put it as one only. You can, if you use the offset, it will move the entire object. You don't use it generally. You can change this to world, but it gives a result like this. So it's better to be in the UV only. It can be in the normal. The direction can be normal. That is, normals are outwards. It should be facing outwards, right? For this polyplane, normals, it is facing where it is supposed to face. So you can put it in the normal. Okay, now we have seen the terrain, how for a terrain how we can use the texture deformer. Sorry. Now we are going to see the texture animation for by using the texture deformer. Let's hide these things. Create a new plane. Show grid on. Increase the subgrid to 100 and switch off the grid. Name it as water. Now I am directly going to texture deformer. Go to deform, texture, settings. Now let's create the same settings. Create. Select the deformer handle in the outliner. Name it TDH water. Go to attribute. Select the checker box in the texture channel and select the 2D textures. Under that you will see two water procedural textures. One is ocean and another is water. So I am choosing the ocean texture. Now you are not seeing any bumps here. That is because you need contrast colors in the texture, like black and white or red and blue, like that. Here in this case it should be black and white. So we are going to create that contrastness. Let's first work on the waves. Scale of the waves can be like 20 and time, I will explain the time. We will go to the number of frequencies, that also can be 20. And this one, wave direction speed can be 0.6. Wavelength minimum can be like 1. We will change it later. This can be 4. And here wave height should be more, so increase it. You can see the progress. You can see when I increased the height, you can see the bump getting formed in the mesh. Go to wave turbulence, it is already full, don't have to work on that. Wave peaking, we can little increase. Okay, this side also increase, right? Now we can see the wave. If you just slide the time, you will see the waves are moving. That we will animate later. Now we want more waves on the grid. For that we have to go to place 2D texture, and in the repeat let's put 2 into 2. Let's see how it looks. And we have to increase the strength of the, that is magnitude of the texture in the texture deformer. I think this is okay for us. If you want, you can increase more. Okay. This increases more. Okay, we have got more waves, but the wave the resolution is bit corrupted. So let's work on that. Wavelength minimum and wavelength maximum you are seeing. You can just increase and see. Maximum can be 7 and minimum can be like 3. Okay, and here in the repeat can be 3 into 3. Yeah, now go back to ocean and make it 2.5, and here it's 6. Okay, right. Let's slide this and see. Okay, let's go to strength of the texture deformer and reduce it to 1.5 or 2. We can keep it. Yeah, okay, it's done. If you want to make it little bigger waves, reduce this to increase this to 3. Okay, fine. Now we need to animate this. For that, go to the ocean tab and in the time, right click, go to create new expression. We are going to write the expression. Copy this select object and attribute from here, Control C, and paste it here. Now it can be seen clearly. So ocean1.time is equal to frame. There is number of frames we have here, like semicolon create. Now it's been created. You can see the result here. Close it. Once you give the expression for some parameter, it changes to this color. That means you cannot edit this. Now if I slide in the time slider, you see the change is happening. It looks a bit fast. Can you see that? It's because in the frames there is 120 frames are there. In that, every frame will have 1 Maya unit of change. So we have to divide it by 10 or 20. I'm going to put frame divided by 20 and see it. I think this is okay. When you slide itself, you will know that whether it is slow or fast. Okay, if you want, we can change it to 15. That is frame divided by 15. Little fast it will gain. Okay, let's keep an angle and do the play blast. Go to Windows, play blast settings, back maximize the window. Here you can give some name, texture deformer, river, water. This AVI file will get saved in the movies in your database. Okay, click on the play blast. It's processing, you can see in the time slider. Play blast is finished. You can see the play blast. We can do some changes, but you would have understood the parameters and how to use the texture deformer for water animation. So you can just apply some shader, go to assign new material, standard surface, and go to color channel and use some blue color, and create a light or sky dome light. Go to its attribute and switch off the normalize, and doesn't seem to change, so I think the shader is not applied. We have created the shader, but it's not applied. Select the object and apply the shader. Once now it's applied, go to Arnold render and render it. Wow. So this is a work of texture deformer. Just give the texture in the texture deformer tool. It will change the mesh to the texture shape. Okay, so that is the work of texture deformer. Okay guys, that's it for today. You can visit my website 3danimationagnan.com to know more about my online classes and YouTube links. Please subscribe my channel to see more videos on Maya software. Thanks for being with me. Cheers.